Help wanted. Duck and Oliver run the branch line that runs from the big station along the seaside to Alsborough, where the small engines reside. The two engines enjoy the sea air. Donald and Douglas often help with passengers and goods work. When they aren't doing this, they're either working on the main line or helping Edward and Boko on the Wellsworth branch. Summer soon arrived. This is the time of year when vast numbers of holiday makers travel on the Little Western. Every summer there are more passengers than usual. But this year there was even more than this. Duck and Oliver will work to their coupling rods where they would bring one train to the station. They were soon out with another, with no chance of a rest. And their engines and their crews soon felt the strain.
In all our years of running this line, we've never had so many passengers,
gasped Duck.
Where are Donald or Douglas when we need them?
said Oliver, fed up. The next day, Duck shuffled warily into the big station. The Fat Controller was on the platform. He could see how exhausted Duck was.
I'm sorry, sir. The coaches were so full of passengers
I know exactly what you're saying, Doc. You and Oliver simply can't manage all this extra passenger work. But unfortunately, none of the other railways can spare an engine. We just have to wait and hope,
sighed the Fat Controller. The guard blew his whistle, climbed into his compartment, and Duck puffed sadly out of the station. The days went by. Duck and Oliver did their best to handle the overflow of passengers. Summer had only begun, so there was a while to wait until autumn came.
I hope the Fat Controller finds a new engine soon,
complained Oliver as he pulled his coaches Isabel and Dulcie along the valley. The two coaches groaned as the weight of their passengers wore down on their wheels. On the main line, Henry was assigned to take a special goods train to the other railway. He grumbled dreadfully about it.
Complaining won't help. Fat Controller's orders, said his driver sternly.
Later, Henry reached the big station on the other railway. Henry's trucks were uncoupled, and a diesel shunter marshalled his trucks to the goods siding. Henry was looking forward to an uninterrupted rest when he returned to the North Western Railway. As he was taken on water, he could see a lonely engine on the siding near the goods shed.
Hello? What's your name?
asked Henry. The engine was a Great Western Railway 94 XX pannier tank. He looked like Duck, but was larger.
I'm Grant. A long time ago, I broke down, and since the modernization plan was in full swing gear, the controller saw no reason in repairing me, so I was left on this siding to rust, and eventually be turned into scrap,
said Grant sadly. Henry knew that another engine was needed on the Little Western.
We must help him,
Henry told his driver and fireman, and sure enough, the crew had a plan. They approached the yard foreman and asked him if he wanted the old engine moved somewhere and out of the way. The foreman agreed, and so Grant was soon buffered up to Henry's tender. And they puffed away, and was soon on to the Fat Controller's railway. The Fat Controller was delighted with Henry's finding, and arrangements were soon made for Grant's restoration. The next morning, Duck and Oliver's crews came to the shed and were filled with excitement.
The Fat Controller says we will soon have a third Great Western engine on this line,
they said. Duck and Oliver were relieved that the weight on their buffers would soon be lighter.